How's it going, guys? Coach JG with Vej Athletics. Welcome to the Vej Athletics Health Podcast. And today I'm going to talk about, it's going to be a short one because I am heading out here. Going out to Scarborough, the chosen city of Toronto, the chosen neighborhood of Toronto. I'm talking about eating sugar. Talking about eating sugar. And of course, your diet, for the most part, is going to tie into your health, it's going to tie into your performance. If you are worried about your performance, if you're an athlete, and it's definitely going to tie into your aesthetics as well. How much sugar you're consuming probably has an effect on your body fat, and what body fat percentage you're walking around at. So I'm going to give you guys 3 tips here. If you are already following these tips, I imagine you're already in really good shape. If you're not following any of them, you're not going to be in great shape, probably health-wise or aesthetics-wise. And if you hear one that is gonna work well for you, I don't really do that. Let me start doing it. Bang, and then you can start working into it. Okay. So number one, this is for my working professionals out there. Number one is saying no. The power of saying no. If you work in a professional setting, you probably, at the office, there's cakes, there's muffins, there's donuts, all these little sweets that people bring in because this person's at my office. We've had a ton of goodbye parties over the last couple of weeks, whether it's birthdays, whether it's sales celebrations, whatever it is. The usual go-to for when we're celebrating is not nice, healthy, nutritious food. It's not nice, healthy, nutritious food. Now, I've really learned the power of saying no because I'm vegan. So, generally, when people are bringing this stuff in, um, I I just get to say, I don't eat that. I don't eat that. And I'm very specific with my language. People say, oh, Jordan, you can't eat this, you can't eat that. No, no, no. I choose not to eat these things. I can eat whatever I want. I choose not to eat animal products. So, you don't have to be vegan to be a person who says that and who identifies with your core beliefs and, is not going to be swayed or pressured into eating muffins, eating donuts, eating cake when you don't want to. Right? Now, if you're in good shape and this isn't necessarily part of your lifestyle, it can almost be positive. It can be a bonding experience. It can be, letting go and having a little treat off what your usual diet would be. But, in a lot of offices, this becomes a very commonplace thing. It's multiple times a week or, more often than that, possibly. And so, you do need to learn to set that barrier and say, no, no, thank you. Be part of the celebration, be part of what everybody's doing, but no, no, thank you. My coworkers will sometimes I used to love pizza. I used to love these big greasy cheese pizzas. Big cheese pizza guy back in the day. But they'll get these big giant greasy chicken pizzas and everybody's grabbing one. And I have several colleagues who, are significantly overweight, not in great health situations. We work in a recreation facility in a gym, so, everybody who works there is empowered to, in some regard at least, from a physical standpoint, take control of your own health and start working on it. But they aren't. And then they see pizza come, and these people are first to gobble down the pizza, first to gobble down the donuts, first to gobble down the chocolate milk. And from my point of view, as a health professional, it is especially the people you work with and you really start to care about. It's tough to watch those people do that to themselves. So saying no, setting up a boundary, especially in a workplace setting, might be in a family setting, might be in your roommate setting with your friend group. That's empowering and to take a lot of sugar off your plate. Second thing is drinking sugar. Drinking sugar. So if you are somebody who, which I'm telling you guys again, I used to do when I first started drinking coffee in my last year of undergrad. I'm pretty sure before exams, and I don't want to say I'd never been a crammer. I think most people cram, but I'd never been an all nighter. I'd never been an all nighter, and I remember those exams for whatever reason. I pulled several all-nighters, And that's when I really started drinking coffee. So I was like, okay, let me go to Tim Hortons, get this double, get this triple espresso, and stay up all night and getting wired. And I was like, oh my god, you can do this. At that age, you can. um, but drinking sugar. So people come to this day. It grosses me out to hear people say like, I want a double double. I think a double double is like 3 tablespoons of sugar. It is you are drinking enormous amounts of processed sugar. If you drink juice, if you drink soda, I used to drink when I was a kid. I used to drink juice like water. At whatever meal I had, I didn't. It wasn't a cup of water I need to have. It was a cup of juice I need to have. And if you grow up on that, maybe you're just used to having the flavor. Sugar, they do say that you can get addicted to sugar, so it might be possible. But you need to be drinking water, guys. You need to be drinking water. If you're a coffee drinker, uh, I need to put whitener in my coffee because I don't want to stain my teeth. I try to keep my teeth as white as possible. So I put whitener in my coffee. Now I've gotten into the habit of drinking coffee with a straw, actually, so it doesn't like fly all over all your teeth. But no sugar. I don't add sugar to my coffee. I don't add sugar to my tea. And once you remove that, it might be difficult for some people. Maybe your taste palate changes over time, and you don't need it as much. I love a glass of water with my food now. For dinner, I'll have a glass of wine with my dinner. But you gotta stop drinking sugar, guys. You gotta stop drinking sugar. That's gonna make a huge difference. And hydrating your body and getting that water into your body instead of juice and sugar is also going to make a big difference. Okay, and then finally, the third thing in reducing your sugar intake is packing packing your own lunch. Packing your own lunch. When you get caught uh outside, I'm gonna double widget here. I'm gonna add one more thing. Packing your own lunch, but when you get caught outside and you get that reaction of hunger, you are much more weaker willed, much more willing to reach for whatever's there, much more willing to go grab something at McDonald's, grab a chocolate bar, say yes to that muffin, because sorry, I got rabbits in the back there causing havoc. Because your body just wants energy. Your body just wants energy, and it'll pull it from anywhere. The second thing that I want to say that I'm going to throw in is sleep. Right? As soon as you are running low on sleep, your body has not fully recovered. Your body is still in a state of exhaustion, still in a state of semi-flight or flight, and it will want to get energy from other sources, and sugar is the fastest, quickest energy. So, I used to work nights at a nightclub. I used to work overnight bouncing, and they're big guys. You do want to be big to work security at a nightclub. But a lot of these guys were overweight. A lot of these girls were overweight, and they're walking around sipping their double doubles, eating their chocolate bars, eating their popcorn. And if you are a shift worker, or somebody who's just working a ton and not necessarily taking care of your sleep, not recovering properly, then your body's gonna crave sugar in it, and it will be much more harder to resist. On days when I'm low on sleep, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy. I even have a hard time not reaching for that protein bar that I don't need to be eating at that time, or that energy bar. We have a food bank at my facility, so there's a lot of food lying around. so if you crack in that regard, it is easy to get your hands on some sugar. So those are the 3 things, guys. Stop drinking sugar. Learn to say no and put up boundaries. Get some sleep. Make sure you're getting you're well slept and well recovered, and you're packing your own lunch or bringing snacks with you if it's a longer day than just the lunch, so that you don't crack and grab whatever's around you. And I'll also give you guys the challenge to start when you get that feeling of hunger, when you get that feeling of craving for sugar, pack some fruit with you. Pack some fruit with you and eat that piece of fruit first. And if you still want to have something sugary, if you still want to eat whatever that thing is you're looking for, then go for it after that. But generally I play this game with my son all the time. I'm hungry, I'm Pop, I'm hungry. Okay, eat an apple. No, I'm fine. Right? So either when you reach to eat that piece of fruit that you probably don't want to eat that bad if you're not a fruit person. I'm not a fruit person. You're going, yeah, I'm good. Or, the other day I was having that, I'm putting it in quotation marks, hunger cravings, because the hunger that we feel isn't real hunger, but I'll go on a rant on that another day. And I sliced up an apple and I ate an apple. When I ate the apple, I was like, okay, I'm fine. I'm not really hungry. A hungry man would eat like 3 apples. I had 1 apple, and I realized, you know what? I'm not hungry. I'm just what? Bored. You're just bored. You're not hungry. I'll title that for another day, and we'll dig deeper into that and fasting and things of that nature. All right, guys. I am out of here. I hope you learned from that. You can apply that, look better, feel better, perform better. Vej Athletics.